Hello everybody, I'm Elwirfy, and today I want to make a video talking about the Completionist, and mainly going over some stuff from the last video first off, just to get that out of the way, because I think there was a little bit of confusion about my own personal stance on the matter, because the whole point of the first video, which I guess I didn't make clear, so I apologize for that, was to kind of put myself in his shoes and think of ideas of what he may or may not do. I thought that there are plenty of options he could take, some better than others, and remember, we're looking at it from the perspective of what's best for him, not what's best for the audience, because what the audience deserves is not necessarily the same thing as what he should do, because remember, just like me here, I'm going to do the very best to support me and my wife and, keep my house and all that fun stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's going to be doing the exact same thing. He obviously, because he hasn't spoken publicly, has gotten some lawyers. He's probably consulting with people. He's doing the very best thing that he can do to, one, try and save his public image. Two, make sure he complies with the law as best as he can, I assume. Fingers crossed, right? And three, I really think he's just kind of figuring it out. I don't think he really knows what he's doing, and I'd be shocked if he did. Obviously, once he talks to his lawyers, they'll help him figure out what he's doing. But either way, that's where I stand, okay? Just to be super clear, I'm not in support of this guy at all. I don't watch his videos. I only learned about this from another guy. I just like talking about it because I think it's cool. So I hope you enjoy it. With that out of the way, I want to point out some interesting developments. As you can see, there have been no videos uploaded. So he's going with the approach that I thought he likely would go with, which I think is legitimately a good idea, of just saying nothing. Yeah, no, I mean, we don't like that response as an audience because we feel like we deserve an answer. But here's the truth. I don't think we do, because it's gone to legal now. So we're not entitled to anything, actually, which I think is hard for people to understand. You have to remember that, at the very least, I've always learned, especially when I was getting my bachelor degree in creative writing, that people really like having an ending to their stories. They really want to have a satisfying conclusion. And while it might seem satisfying that, hey, he did donate $600,000, we got to remember there's still that $55,000 that didn't get donated, or at the very least, we don't know where it went. Maybe to costs and fees. Probably not, but hey, that's what I'm thinking. And he's done, honestly, I think the best choice. Saying nothing until this all blows over. I think that's the best. Because remember, you don't want to be like someone who draws more attention to it. He wants to draw as little attention to this as possible. Now, we're not going to ignore him, obviously. As good critics, we're going to be watching and keeping a close eye to make sure that we don't miss anything. But guys, I think he's doing the right thing for him. Truthfully, I don't think, one, we deserve an answer because it's his own legal issue, and two, I think he is likely being investigated because he hasn't said anything, and because he probably has lawyers brought in. Three, he still has a big channel, so his channel isn't going to go away. He's probably going to keep making videos, but I bet you those videos will not address the situation. I bet he's just going to keep moving on, and he's going to keep just making content, and that'll be that. There's nothing else to it. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if I was running a charity and for whatever reason I didn't feel comfortable donating to a certain group, I just wouldn't mention it. So I think it's kind of weird that he at all decided to mention more charities. And I understand, when you're in a live stream, maybe you want the support. For example, for those who watch my videos, as you all know, I would love to be sponsored by a water company, except Dasani. But any actual water company, like Arrowhead or something, I'd love it, because I think water is just the coolest. In fact, Liquid Death, I'd love to be sponsored by Liquid Death. Liquid Death is a great take on the company. I feel like I could do a lot of cool sponsorship things with them. So Liquid Death, if you're watching. But, but that's how I would go about it, right? I like to think that I would pick people to sponsor and support my channel based on stuff that I value, because I really love drinking water, and I think it's a good beverage, better than all these other YouTubers making those stupid energy drink crap. It's not good for gamers, by the way, just so you know. But then Gerard over here, he'll go and say, oh, I'm donating to this foundation, or to this foundation, or to this one. And he only donated to one charity, guys. He didn't spread the wealth out at all. So there's still a lot of charities that actually haven't gotten any money. And that's kind of screwed up. I mean, that's what I think, at least. Because this is now the opinion video. We're not really taking his side anymore, or trying to see it from his perspective. Keep that in mind. I think that yeah, he still has a lot of work to do, and he definitely still needs to be investigated. I don't care that the money got donated. He didn't donate all the money, so that means there's still money hidden. And we just need to be really, really careful to make sure that we catch him and make sure that he's very much so called out and that we don't let this go. I think it's important as audience members, certainly as viewers of his channel. I mean, I don't even watch his stuff, but like, you know, I mean, like, I know it looks like I watched it because I clicked on the video, but that's because in the previous video I clicked on it to like look at the comments and stuff. Anyway, so I really do think that, you know, it is worth continuing to investigate, continuing to stay strong and hold firm. But I honestly want to know, like, if you're a fan of his channel or like you support him, I want to know why, because especially now that we know that he's been lying to us the whole time, and we know that he clearly doesn't actually care about helping people, because if he did, he would have donated the money every single year to speed up the process of getting shit done. Duh. You don't, like, that's like saying, I want to cure cancer, but hey, let's just wait 10 years and then start curing the cancer. Like, that doesn't make sense. That's stupid. You gotta put your resources in immediately. I don't know how you fuck that up. Like, that's so stupid. That's like saying, well, I want to go to school and be a great lawyer, but I'm not going to go to law school for 10 years. I'm going to take a 10-year gap. Let's see how that goes. See if you still remember everything from college. I doubt it. You probably couldn't even get into the bar. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about his channel at all. Frankly, I really couldn't care less about what happens to his channel. If it sticks around and he keeps making videos, good for him. In fact, he has one more video to make before he hits 700. If that's a milestone, he might be trying to think of a cool milestone video idea. I don't know what he does. Maybe he's waiting until he hits 1,000. I mean, I made a cool milestone video when I hit 2,000 videos. I thought that was really cool. But yeah, I mean, I have no interest in his channel. All he does is just play fucking video games, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like all his videos are even about just completing games, so his name's kind of silly at this point. Not that he can't pivot. I don't know. I just think that if you're gonna put yourself in this light, like you're like all like innocent and ooh, look at me, donate to me because I'm so sad. You gotta like be upfront with your audience. Like, you should have told people, hey, I'm holding on to the money and I'm gonna wait and pick someone that I actually care about. You don't go into your live streams telling people, hey, your money supports this group or this group or this group. And for the record, this is just donation money that we have access to. I don't know what percentage of his Twitch donations and bits and funds and all that went to the charity. I don't know. As far as I know, all of them did go in, but we can't prove it. I know I saw recently there's videos about him having connections to a golf team for some reason, and I guess all that money is, I guess, not part of the charity, so there's some question about if they're profiting off of this golf thing. I'm not too worried about the golf stuff, though, because I care more about the fact that charities are not getting their money. That's more important to me. But if you guys are worried about the controversy with the golf stuff, there's other videos about that, I'm sure. So as a small content creator, right, where do we want to stand on this? I would think that the best lesson to learn, or the best takeaway at least, is that, one, you got to be honest with your viewers, right? Like, I always try and tell you guys how it is. I mean, you guys saw I made a video going over my freaking income, right? I made a video talking about, the subscribers. I always show you behind the scenes of where we're at in our journey, because I think it's valuable. I think it's important to let you guys know where I'm at and where the channel stands. I think that transparency is absolutely important, 100%. And yeah, I make different content, but for the most part, I've noticed that you guys have really enjoyed me just discussing things with you, and I think that's great. And I always love talking to you, hanging out. But, I'm also happy to tell you I love playing video games, guys. I'd love to make more videos playing video games. In fact, I made a whole video going over my Steam library. Again, I'll just say, if there's stuff you want me to play, I'm happy to play it, or I can talk about it, whatever, right? And it's my transparency to you guys that is clearly lacking here with the Completionist, because he decided not to speak, which is fine. That's a good tactic for making bad things go away, but it's not a good tactic for making people want to stay around with you. I would not be surprised if his subscriber number drops at least by 100,000. I don't know when that will happen, but I would not be shocked if we don't get a response, or worse. Oh my God. Or worse, he does a bad apology video. Oh my God. I would love to make a video nitpicking that, because apology videos are something that I think you really can't do correctly unless you just own up to what you're saying and you just be honest. Again, that honesty thing come in really in handy. So for him, do we really care what he has to say at this point? I mean, yes, he donated the money to a charity, fine, but there's still a lot of weird, creepy shit going on here, and I just don't think it's okay. So whether you're supporting him or not, I mean, I'm not, because I don't think what he's doing is right at all, because now we're in the second video where I get to express my own opinions. Like, I don't know. I can't imagine anyone supporting him. I think it's kind of weird that people do. I'm surprised he has this many subscribers after all the controversy. I mean, if you look, he was consistently like uploading videos and stuff for a while, and then out of the blue, he just cuts it. He just stops. I mean, if you look at his lives, he's done like, yeah, all of his streams are here for all his charity stuff, and they don't get as many views as, you know, normal stuff. In fact, yeah, let's see. It looks like the 2022 stream was the only one where it was for like money, it looks like, or at least where it says raise money for charity. I believe most of his charity stuff is on Twitch, but that's okay. Let's keep everything muted. Sorry if I played a little sound accidentally. But yeah, I guess that's about it. I hope y'all enjoyed. I mean, as far as things go, if there's any more updates, I'll let you know. But truthfully, I think we got him, boys. Like, I think we're crushing it. I mean, we caught him in a lie. We kind of strong-armed him into donating to a charity. We got him to shut up and lawyer up, so that makes sense. And now we're just kind of sitting pretty. We're going to hang out, we're going to eat some snacks, and we're going to see if we get a really bad apology video or if he keeps making normal content and doesn't address it at all. I bet he won't be going live anytime soon, though. That would be interesting. If I was lucky enough to catch him live while I wasn't working, I'd love to give live commentary on that. I think that would be fantastic. I've always been a fan of debate, and I'm really happy to go over points as he's making them and just go through and, like, I think that'd be cool. But I don't think that's going to happen. Realistically, this might be my last video on this topic, so hopefully you've enjoyed learning about what's going on, but I guess final thoughts. Don't be like him. Yeah, I think that's the main takeaway. Don't be like him. Be a cool, small YouTuber making content that you like, that you enjoy, that makes you happy. I think that's the most important thing. Make sure you're always honest and upfront with your viewers, and make sure that they know that you're being as truthful as possible. I mean, hell, that's why I'm happy to even admit my own mistakes in the previous video, because, hey, I didn't know I was miscommunicating. I thought my video was very clearly in the spotlight of like, hey, small content creator trying to imagine what you do as a big content creator. That wasn't communicated well. That sucks. So hopefully this video was very transparent and clear for you guys as to what's going on and what I personally think. And yeah, I'm gonna just kind of at the end here just kind of tell you I feel super jealous that he's able to have charity events, and it really sucks that he took advantage of it. Like, it really makes you not want to donate to charities from content creators, and that sucks. Because losing that trust is awful, especially with how much good we can do as content creators. Especially, gosh, help all the people who actually donated money to this guy, and it just sat there. Oh my goodness. I feel most horrible for all of the people who actually donated and got tricked. I mean, I feel bad that the charities didn't get their money, but I honestly kind of feel more bad for all the people who got scammed out of their money for all those years. That's really messed up. And yeah, I hope it gets investigated. So anyway, thank you all for watching. As always, I'm Elwirfy, and yeah, I'll definitely see you all next time. Take care, everyone.